Hello there. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. Today we will go forward with the T-6 shuttle design. We're still at the top riser part. Yeah, we're going to apply some details today. I'll see how far we go. All right, switching scene to design mode. Today I don't have anything for the 3D printer, so it's not running at the moment. So I just put the chat down there where the printer usually sits. So this part here is the upper riser. Last time we already placed this greebly part here. And now I want to make the ones that are down here on this strip thingy. Those details here. You can look in the reference screen. I'm just thinking with which we want to start. I think we just start with this back here. Those simple shapes. And then we move on from there. Yeah. So let's place our first sketch. Just placing rough outlines for now. Then we can adjust everything and move it to the places where it needs to be. All right. Yeah, I think I need to adjust this shape here maybe a little bit. Because I think it needs to be a little higher up here and maybe a little different angle compared to the reference photo. I wanted to check if I have a different picture as well. It's the same perspective. Okay. Fusion freezing already. I just made a few clicks. There you go. So maybe cross-reference with the scan that I have. I can see a little bit, but not much. So this is somewhere here. This is visible kind of good here, so place the one corner here. Other one sounds more like guessing. Yep, that should work for now. And this little hole back here, that's not visible in the scan, not really. But it should be kind of there where I put it. I'll leave it like that for now. Okay, let's set this angle here. Oh, that was the wrong one. Well, let's try this again. This and this one here. 74, so it's probably 75. Because they also work with tools and measurements and don't just cut randomly. At least that's what I assume. That would be what I would do. I would be scratch building. Just this. I think the diameter is a little bit too much. What do we have here? Let's make this 1.5. This as well. And the inner one. Point 75. Oh. Maybe bring this down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that is good. Maybe we give this some dimensioning. Yeah. This as well, but this was not what I wanted. I wanted to here to this edge here. Why is it not letting me do that? Oh, because it's not straight, is it? This assembly is already way too big. Fusion freezes way too often. Not so much fun. The amount of waiting. What the hell is this? Eh? Okay. Good, that's not working. Let's place a little construction line here that we can reference to that one. Make those parallel, and now we can the distance measurement here 0.5. That's about right. And the height of this part 2.8. Oh. Let's bring this shape a little bit more to the right here. Okay. I might make this 0.8. Okay. Let's extrude those. Checking. Checking if those three parts are the same thickness or not. Let me find another reference picture. Nope. Well, those are not sharp enough in this area, but I think they are the same thickness. Oh, here you can see it, yeah. that shadow that is thrown here that represents the thickness of those parts, it looks the same. So we'll make it the same. Probably 0.5. Like most styrene panels are around 0.3, 0.5 millimeters. Yeah, that's 0.01, 0.02 inches, something like that. Okay, and this hole back here goes in the other direction. Let's make a hole out of this. There you go. Okay, let's save, and then I try to quickly adjust this part here. Oh, come on, Fusion. Save and hydrate. No, still saving. Okay, let's wait a little longer. Nothing else I can do, really, but, you know. So, what's taking you so long? Oh, there you go. Alrighty. That is the shape I'm looking for. Not the droid, but the shape. That's alright for now. The sketch is this one. Okay. Yeah, this needs to be a little higher. Don't know why I didn't see that last time. Probably focus on something else. But that's the thing, if you look at one reference picture or several reference picture in one section of the model too long, you just can't see things anymore, if you know what I mean. It's just one thing, and look, and then you think, yeah, all right. Then you come back to it another day and you're like, what the hell did I do here? Looks totally different. It's not what it should be. Same with this right now. I think it's enough when we make this line a little longer, then it comes out here a little further on top. The angle should also be then adjusted. That could do the trick. Let's just need to make sure that that nothing else moves around when I do this. So where's the reference point? This is my reference point. I did this, this, and that. Okay, this could be alrighty. Let's make this 101. Nope. Pushes the sketch to the left side as well, so now let's just delete that. And alright, because I put an angle here, but that's definitely wrong, so let's delete this dimension as well. And now I should be able to adjust it by hand. Yeah, perfect. Nope. How far do I push it? Let's in here. Basically completely towards this edge here. Okay, let's just do that. Let's leave a little bit of room because I don't want it to snap in there in case I need to adjust it again. Right, let's check this angle again. Oh, it's 103. Okay, let's see. Confirm the change. Okay. That looks better with the height. But this distance is too big between those two. Question is, do I need to make this longer? Because this back here looks okay proportionally. Maybe this needs to be a little longer. Yeah, I think this line is here. Come on. And my line is, I think it's this one here. Yep. Okay, let's bring this further to the right. Can I measure this here? To here. 1.8 millimeters. Boy, Fusion has a bad day apparently. Normally it does not freeze that often. It's just a little bit annoying, but what can I do? Alright, so let's go into this sketch again. See, this was 1.8 millimeters. Let's do the same here. Then I need to adjust this point here again as well. Or do I... Well, that actually looks okay here. Maybe a little bit. A wee bit. Okay, I think we can do this towards the line again. No, you should not snap. I don't want you to snap. Let's leave it like this. Because if it snaps into the line, adjusting it again will be a pain in the ass. Okay, now that's too much, so let's get this back here again. Just a little bit. Let's click OK. Now we need to adjust this extrusion as well, that it takes all of this geometry as well to cut out here. Like that, and this should do as well, but it didn't. Is this not there yet? No, it's not. Okay. But then why? It's you, isn't it? So, oh, okay. Got it. You have to deselect those, so now it should be correct. There you go. Alrighty. Now this distance also looks better. You need to bring those up just a little bit. Yeah, I need to adjust this height here as well. This looks too thin. Let's do this real quick as well. Maybe 4. No, that's not what I had in mind. Wait, it's the wrong. The wrong dimension. What did I do here? Why is that 2? Oh, right. The one is for the with this line here, and the other one for this point to this point. So I think we need to delete this for now, and then I can adjust this to 4. Check that nothing else. Oh yeah, it moves this as well. We don't want that, so let's quickly give this one a dimension. So yeah, now it's adjusting only this height. Okay. So now we can do this again. Let's see. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. All right, let's bring this one up here, and then I think we're done here. This one. You go up like something like here. And I think those two should be in a line, so let's make a construction line down here. Ooh. And then we can constrain those 2 circles on this line. Bloop. And now they're neatly horizontal aligned. Yeah, let's bring this back. And there you go. Sorry. I'm not quite satisfied with this though. Let's see, maybe we can. I think it's too long. Yeah, That's the wrong side. You should keep that in place and move the left corner. What's the right? Yeah. Let's make this an even 3. Bring those up a little as well. Okay, let's check again. Yeah, this looks more like it. All right. Save, and then we'll move on to the next one. Let's see how long it saves this time. And hydrate again. Hydrating is important that the brain stays sharp. Alrighty. Yeah, I kind of want to wait with the greeblies on the inside of this shape until the more or less the end, because when I need to adjust something of the space shapes here, then I need to adjust everything inside there as well, so I don't want to do that. And I think I already found something. Distance of those two edges is not high enough. Looks way thicker here than here. So this is something I need to address. And I think it's because this line makes a step down. You can see it here. This is the edge here. And then it goes into the scribbly part, and then all of a sudden it's down here. So there's something happening here. Unless it's this. But I thought that this part section here is just the underlying surface, this here, of the part. Maybe I'm wrong though. Need to double check that. Pictures are all not that sharp. Hard to see in little details like this. Okay, I think it's... yeah, it looks like it's the edge of this panel and not of the main part. That makes sense though, but why is there a shadow line here? I don't get that. And I can see a little bit here, this shadow line. Maybe just something broke off here, I don't know. Nevertheless, let's make it thicker. Get this out of the way. And then... yeah, I saved. Alright. Just in case when we fuck something up, that we can reload the latest save state and not need to redo some things. Because sometimes it's just not possible to revert certain things when the program does weird shit. Oh, hello, Josephine. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. Wait, where's my sketch? This one. Alright, I used this projected edge here to create this shape. So let's make an offset for this. Oh no, I just want I just want this one here. And this and this. So let's see. What is this? 3.4 millimeters. Maybe even a little more. But that could also be a perspective. Yeah, I think 0.5 is too much. Let's go with 0.4 for now. And then I need to bring this down here. I can just push it down here. That's convenient. And then I can extend this one just this little bitty. And this one as well. Oh, one more. There you go. Okay. Now we have this additional geometry. Is this enough though? Let's see. Extrusion was... yeah, this one, this one. Okay, let's add this. Okay, that okay. That was not what I wanted. Something. Okay, I need to roll back this here real quick. To see what happened here. Yeah, this is the extrusion, and then I moved it over there. And then okay, and then did I remove that in this operation? I think so. Yeah, because before it was 2 parts, because it got completely separated with this shape here. Now that I made it longer towards the bottom, it is not separated in 1 part. Now when I delete this, all is gone. That's not what we want. And still some not right here. What is it? Right. Right. Never mind. Okay. Need to undo some things and then we can fix it. Maybe. All right. I just could have tried to push the surface of this panel those 0.4 millimeters downwards instead of adjusting the sketch and risking things like this. So let's try that. I think. Yeah. Undo this. Now it should pop up here again already. Okay, let's just see if we can offset this. The surface down here. What was it? 0.4? Yep, it's doing it. There you go. Well, that was way easier than to adjust the sketch, but yeah. Did not think of it at first. Okay. Oh boy, I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Hi, Insantonia? Modeling a ship in Fusion? I could never. Yeah, I heard that a lot from a lot of different people. And I have to admit, Fusion probably not the most ideal tool for this kind of things, but I'm an engineer and I'm used to CAD programs, and I need to have my history, my design history down here, because without that, I can't live with that. It's just too weird. I have too much OCD for not having the model history. So that's why I am sticking with Fusion. Where were we? This one here. Yeah, that's still not thick enough, so, and I think we need to push the whole cutout a little more towards the top. bit more. What about 3? Then it's just right here where this radius begins. That looks alrighty. Then we have to adjust this one yet again. But fine by me. I do enjoy the YOLO approach of polymodeling. I can understand that. And when I do organic shapes, that's totally fine. I also use Nomad Sculpt a little bit for some things. And there I'm totally fine with it, to mess around and swoosh everything around without being able to give it dimensions and things. But for hard surfacing things like this here, no. It's a total nightmare for me. Oops. Hey. No. Don't you crash on me. That is way too low then. Okay, let's see. No, this is... Okay, this is okay now, but I think it's too high there now. I don't like that. Let's go back again here. Let's reference this the other way around. And then I'm going to make the whole shape a little bit thinner. I actually could, let's see, 9. What is this? It's 7.5, 7.5. Yeah, it should be the same width as this panel that I'm doing here, so. All right, then this should be just 8. And then, oh no, I dragged the whole sketch here. Uh-oh, I need to redo that. Oh, darn it. Okay. This and then... Oh, let's redo this real quick. Dum dum. That there, and this 8. And... yeah. To delete this again. Now we can drag it without dragging everything else here. Go over there. All right. You're gonna laugh, but I specialize in inorganic HS polymodeling architecture. Well, yeah, but maybe you don't have that crazy OCD thingy that lets you do the YOLO approach of direct polymodeling. What is HS, by the way? A hard surface. Never mind. Alright, this should do it for now. Save this again. So what are you modeling now? What kinds of things? Right. This is that. Let's continue here in front of this panel. Question is that a round hole or a square cutout? Or something in between? Let's see if I can find a picture where it's more clear. Oh, maybe this one here. Yeah, that looks like just a round hole, like in the back here, but a little bit bigger. Okay, I think I'm going to make a sketch for all those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts here in one sketch. Because I already have 415 sketches for this model. For fun, I'm making a screen accurate version of a Babylon 5 PPG. Nice. And a Stargate DHD mechanical keyboard. Oh, interesting. All right, let's place this here. What did I use here? Was it 2 or 1.5? It was 1.5. It should be the same. Yeah, all those circular things are the same diameter, except the last hole here in the rear. That sounds weird. So what did I say? 1.5, right? Oh, brain, come on. 1.5, yes. Oh boy, again, a weird name here. Asafkin? Oh, sorry, AS or FCN. Do you have another nickname? Hey there, I'm doing fine. Welcome in. How are you doing today? And Ludwig, hi. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Your type almost in the print curve. That's nice to hear. What size though? You can call me SF. Alright. I'm good. How are you? I'm very, very good. A little bit tired though, but that's alright. Designing the T-6 shuttle from Ahsoka here. Detailing this part. The upper riser. Trying to get this thing moving forward. Because it's been sitting for, well, almost a year, I guess. And I want to get this finished somewhere next year, hopefully in the first half. We'll see about that. But it's been taking way too long already. Okay, that was too low. Not too high. Then we'll run this. And those two, no, they are not on the same horizontal line, vertical line. I said horizontal before. No, I meant vertical. Yeah, the less sleep is noticeable. 148 studio scale, that's nice. But some news here. I don't know if this has reached the internet or I don't know, different corners. Because apparently LucasArts released some new measurements for the TIE Bomber and I guess some others. And so according to those, studio scale is not 148. I mean, it probably never was, but it was always said it was because round 2, who is doing the TIE Bomber kit now, they scaled their model now to that dimension in 1/48 scale, and it is a little bit smaller than studio scale. So yeah, so much for that. By any chance, can you design CAD? Well, yeah, this is CAD right now, what you see here. This is a CAD program, this Fusion, formerly known as Fusion 360 from Autodesk. It is basically a CAD program that I'm using here. I think I missed this comment here. I have to admit, I sometimes envy the parametric possibilities of just going back. Yeah, this is exactly that. If I don't have that, I'm anxious and I'm not feeling well, to be honest. It'll probably be weird, but that's what I learned when I was studying, and yeah, I stuck to it ever since, and calms me down knowing that I can go back, adjust things, and give it just the values that I wanted to have. I mean, it's possible in Blender to a certain degree as well, I guess, but still it's not the same. Again. Oh, I thought it's 148, but it's okay. I've already considered scaling it to 1/24. Yes. Well, I think the internet was never clear about this. Some say the studio model was 148, some others say it's 135, or was it 32, because the Darth Vader NPC model they used was 135, I guess. And yeah, there has always been that two sides on the internet. I was more on the side for 148 as well, but now it's neither. So me, it's just studio scale and that's it. 1/24 scale is big though for the TIE Bomber. I do have files for a 1/24 TIE Bomber, but I think they are not released. But I think they are in my Patreon vault. I think they are, yeah. Okay, moving on to this little thingy here. Looks like a hinge. Oh. See if I have another reference photo. Not so much. It is the same picture, is it? No, not entirely, but more or less. Let's give this quick dimensions. 0.5 sounds nice, and this 2.8. Oh, more like 3, I guess. Okay, looks like a basic hinge part in the middle and 2 screws left and right. And then maybe little fillets on the corners. Let's make this symmetric. My middle line that I drew here. Can we see something here? Not really. So at least 1 millimeter. See if this is 1.5, 1, 1.2, 1.3. It shall be. All right, I think the screws are just circles. I'll quickly check the rest of my reference material if there is any photo that is a little bit sharper in that area. But I don't think so. Oops. Oh. That's a little bit better. I'll take it. Okay, that's a lot better. I should use this then. Okay. Wrong button. Oh. Quickly have to check something. I'll be right back. So, alrighty. Okay, screws. So 1 millimeter it is. Yeah, that looks symmetric. So I can just mirror this circle one time along this axis. And then those two around this one. There you go. Okay. So the upper edge here should be in the middle, more or less, of this circle thingy. So we need to either bring this one down or this up. When I look at this, I think the circle needs to go up. Because this also should be in the middle of this cutout height here. Can I quickly, oops, that was too much. You should here. And then I can use place an axis here on the middle, and yeah. So then we drag this up here. That is okay. This one also looks good. Yep. All right. Moving on to this pill-shaped thing. This should be kind of visible in the scan. It is. Yeah. All right. We can use that for reference. Was too low, I guess. Why is this? Oh, okay. I can't figure out the height of the pillow. Let's do something like this for now. Need to switch the line type real quick. The wings are very large. Do you already have plans for how to reinforce them? Rods, question mark? And what the rotating mechanism would be like? You mean from the T-6 shuttle, the wings, or from the TIE bomber in 1/24 scale? I assume you mean the Ahsoka shuttle. So let's make this lines design again. Here's a T6. All right. Not entirely. I guess the biggest challenge will be splitting the wings in a way that you won't have any seam lines afterwards. And splitting it that it would fit into consumer printers, because it's very large. When you see the cross length here is almost 60 centimeters. But I have taken some time every once in a while to think about it, but I didn't come to a conclusion on how to split it without having additional seam lines in it. I think it's impossible for this one. So I think I have to make multiple cuts here, and then you have to just filler and sand them. I don't see another way right now. Support will be something there's missing something. Where is that? This one. So some kind of block here. It's not detailed now, of course, but this is just to get an idea. So on this part here that will rotate, there will be some kind of rods or a square metal thingy that you can stick in both parts. Those two are connected. And then I probably make some kind of a grid reinforcement in here. And I guess we'll have to wait and see how heavy that wing will be printed in studio scale. Maybe doing a metal rod along the upper shape here. To reinforce the inner structure. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure yet. This will come once the design part is finished, and then the engineering part starts. Well, that will be a tricky one, yes. So a lot of things to consider and to think about. We'll see, we'll see. Well, that is the thinking so far. The rotating mechanism, I think it will just rotate 90 degrees, vertical to horizontal, and not a full circle, because I want to link the rotational to the lateral movement of this riser here. So when you rotate the wings in a horizontal position, that the risers will go towards the middle of the ship. And then when you rotate it back to vertical position, that the risers go outside. And that is the plan, at least. I have no idea if I can implement the mechanism in here. They were able to do it in the studio model, so it should be possible in some way. Thing is it strong enough to be 3D printed? That probably is the main problem then for this. We'll see, we'll see. So pill-shaped thingy. Oop. Okay, no, it's too thick now. Let's, oops, no. And you. God damn it. I want these points here so that we can fix the length. Now I want to make it a little bit thinner. 5 should be all right. Bam, bam, bam. Oops. Be a little higher the upper edge than this upper circle, which it is at the moment. Not by much, maybe a little more here. Can quickly dimension this. A millimeter. Is just a millimeter? Make this 1.2. Okay. I think we have everything for those shapes. Okay, now let's finish the sketch and save, and then we can extrude. Yeah, I also think a 90-degree rotation should be fine. I'm looking forward to it when it's finished. I do as well. I do as well. And some others already are eagerly waiting for this thing. Yeah, it will be massive though in studio scale, so I'm thinking about releasing 2 scales probably, one studio scale and one what was it? 1 to 144, I guess, because 172 is still too big, I think. Studio scale is around 143 scale. And it's 70 centimeters. Oh no, 76 centimeters in height, which is roughly 30 inch. So I already have no idea where I should put it if I really print it in studio scale. My wife is already flipping out with all these things that I print and build. Okay, let's first do this hole. Minus half a millimeter. Or how much do we have here? This is half a millimeter. Yep, that's all right. And those also have a millimeter. Wait, it's joining. Okay. Now for this. Haha, same here. I think that's a common problem for us model makers. Yeah, I hope that we can someday move into a bigger place and that I have a room for putting everything in there. Where? This one. Check here if you can see. The shadow area is a little bit thinner than on those two, so it should be a little bit thinner than the 0.5 millimeters. Not by much though, so let's start with 0.4, I guess. Then the screws, probably 2/10. Oh, maybe 3. In the middle part of the hinge. This is quite large. Am I seeing this correctly? That it goes all the way down out here, or is this some weird artifact? It looks kind of weird. My slave one is also 70 centimeters in height. She doesn't like it. But the footprint itself is rather small, right? It's not that wide, is it? You could place it at a wall and it would not protrude as much. Not as much as an X-Wing, I guess. Let's see if I have another perspective of this part. Nope, not here. Nope. No, nothing there. Mm-hmm. Hmm. This is the one I already have, is it? Yeah, it's just a bit brighter. Alright. Then this is it. Yeah, so I think 1.5 millimeter. Maybe even 2. Okay, 2 might be too much. Yeah, let's still use the 1.5. Right. Little shaped thingy. Wait, what height did we give them? Let's go back into the sketch. 5. Okay. So 2.5 it is. Give this a nice little fillet. Oop. There you go. Nice and round. And some small fillets. Oops. On these corners. Whoa, wait. No. Yeah, I should isolate this part. 0.5? No, that's too much. That's too much, is it? Is it? No, that might actually be okay. 0.5 it is. Wait. I can use this operation to include those two as well. Round it like this. Okie dokie. Hide the sketch. Let's see. Quick proportion check. I can never get the cat model and the picture at the same size. You always need to fiddle around here and there. Yes. It's more or less the same. Okay, some things are not lining up as they should. The question: how much perspective is on this picture? Quite some. The perspective can always fool you. Why can't I go here? No. And now it looks more aligned than it did before. So never trust one reference picture alone. It will never tell you the right thing. All right. Then let's save this real quick. And yeah, I'm quickly going to the bathroom. I'll be right back, and then we continue with this thing here on the reference screen. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, I'm back. Right. Moving on to this part here. But first I'm going to oh, it's not merged yet, but isolate this one and then bring those back. Okay, maybe this gives a little more performance, we'll see. Okie dokie. Is a little bit higher than this cutout. Something like this. Let's see if we can see it in the scan. Somewhat, yeah. No, my estimate wasn't too bad. Oh, come on, I just want to hide it again. Oh boy. Much for performance. Nope. Why is it taking so long? Come on. Unbelievable. This can make it's here and oh, it's not really crisp. It's somewhere here, but I think it should be more or less symmetric. We can even that out afterwards. Okay. That looks fine for now. Dimensioning. Yeah, so 14 it is. Height. Oh, I did not check the height correctly, did I? Let's bring the scan back, because yeah, I think we need to go a little more towards the bottom. And it is quite a bit higher. That looks too high though. No, that can't be right. No. It can't be. It should be below the middle of this cutout height. So we can quickly make us a reference line like this. And the upper edge of this part should be somewhere in the middle of that. In the middle of this reference line and this edge. So something like this. There's also too much at the bottom. There's a little bigger gap. Okay, let's see, what do we have? 10. 10 it shall be. Okay. To adjust those two lines again. Here and somewhere here. I think this is visible better than the other side here, so let's take this right one and mirror it to the other side. Make a middle line again, and then we can select this, select the middle line, and there we go. Okay, then we can get rid of this. Okay. What do we have? 8.9. Let's make this 9. That should be all right. Now for the width of this here, probably 0.5. As most styrene profiles are. Let's do this over here as well. Okay, the angle here should be 30 degrees. This one here. 30. Snap the line, come on. Okay. Can mirror this one as well. Tuck. Okay. Then this has a wall thickness as well up here. Should also be 0.5 millimeters. And then I'm not sure this is a T profile or another L. Let's see. There is another picture. Where we can see more. Maybe it's just a weird shadow here and it's a U profile instead. Chromatic aberration. Hello. No, those don't help me. Let's see here. Should be an L. Or no, I think this is actually the same level as this. So this is one surface. And this beam just come out of the surface. And then this part lies on this panel surface that we made a sketch on. Oh. Okay, let's do that. Get rid of this, get rid of this, do this down here, and no, wait. Oh, where did you? Was that you? I think so. Oh, that's the problem when you have too many reference pictures open at once. bad anymore. There's no. Eh. Get rid of this. You. I want you. I don't want you. You can go away. And this down here. There you go. Normally I have multiple screens, but I want also you to see what I'm looking at, so I try to get most reference material down on this screen. And when I stream, I also have some other programs and windows open that I need to see, so I can't cluster all the screens with reference material when I stream. What I would do normally when I'm off stream, I have like sometimes like 6 or more reference pictures open at once all over the place. Okay, place this one, and then I need one edge here. Can we see something here? This may be, but that is too wonky. But somewhere along this, something like that. Not that helpful for this, but I can design this part here first, maybe. This goes all the way down here. Oh. Yeah, that is too much. Oh, come on, I just want to move this. Right over here. Yeah. This could be that. Okay, let's leave this like that, and then I can constrain this circle on the middle line here. Which it almost was anyway. Just the tiniest bit more. Okay. I think I'm going to let this be only a line. And then I can I can make this shape with the pipe tool. That is probably better. Then it needs to be a little bit thinner because it will add material on the inside and the outside of the circle. And this is pretty much sitting in the middle of this here. So let's see. The middle is here. So this would need to go over there. Yeah. Like this. Go a little up, should be more or less here. I'm not sure about that. I think this needs to go here. Let's check the distance between those two ribs. 3.4. Yeah, so probably 3.5. Okay. Then, oh wait, I wanted to give a diameter to this circle. 5.25. Okay. Now I can trim. Right. Wait a minute. I want to. Can I do that? Make a middle line here, and then I can. Right. And I can just trim it to here, and then it will intersect nicely when I generate the geometries and merge them. That should help. So, quickly want to check if this geometry is more or less the same as this here on the left. Maybe it's from the same kit. No, it has a different size. Alright, never mind. Right. Change line type back. Probably goes a little over this. think I can delete this line here altogether because I will not need it for the extrusions. Or no. Yeah, let's wait till Fusion is ready again. And we can get rid of all of this here. You and you. All right. Let's make this symmetric here. Mentioning, yeah, 4. Also here 2 screws. 5-ish. Wait, I can check again if maybe the screws are the same diameter here or not. No, they're also bigger. What did we have here? That was 1 millimeter. Yeah, so 1.5 it is. That's good. Yeah, let's place this in the middle of this, of the surface. Making another middle line. And then we can constrain this to this. There you go. Now I can only move it on this middle line and yes, squish everything around. Wait, redo this. Yeah, thinking of that, give this a dimension. Why did you move this here? Right. Stupid. I don't want you to move that. Let's quickly fix this geometry with a dimension here. And maybe that's enough, but I guess now it will squish around other things. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? Boop. Finally. Okay, now we can mirror this along this middle axis, so there you go. to adjust the spacing of those screws. Let's see. Oh boy. Okay. So I now made 3 construction lines here. I don't know if you can see that on screen. And now I can place a constraint that all those 3 should be the same length. And with that, I get the same spacing from the screws to the outside edges and between those 2 screws. Yeah. Why don't you let me do that? Oh, it already is. Interesting. Oh, I did it. Alright. Never mind. I just thought he did not have it. This is kind of weird though. Not in the middle. Oh boy. Let's try this again. What is it doing? Sometimes Fusion is making weird things, and I don't know why. Just like that. Did you see that? I placed the line and then it boop, it moved to the right all of a sudden. Why did it do that? Look at that. This is where I wanted it to place, and then it hopped over to the right. I mean, like, why? This is no where I wanted it to be, but this one, let's just delete that. Those things I just don't know. Software is not my type of thing. Anyway, let's try this again. This equal to this. Bloop, there you go. Finally. And because of things like that, shit takes forever sometimes. Okay, now we have this. Yeah. Up here are 2 cylinder-like objects in between those 2 ribs. Yeah, probably just extrude those as well and then put fillets on top of it so that it's only round on the top surface and not on the bottom, which is better for printability, and you will not see it on the finished model. Can mirror this as well. Let's check if you see something in the scan. No, not so much. Okay, then proportion checking again. Like this. Dimension. That's 1.75. Okay, I think I think we have everything sketched out. Got this, and this, and that. Yep. All right. Let's confirm the sketch and save real quick. And then we'll extrude the first things. And I think after we have this, I'm gonna end the stream then. It's already almost midnight here. Wait, oh no, save, yes. It was just finishing the sketch. Freeze, now comes the save freeze. And I hope you're good to go. There's one thing I'm not sure yet. Wait, that's the wrong thing I want here. Here on this picture you can see very nice that there is a gap behind this part here, this crinkly part, and the main surface, because it sits on this panel, and then here is just a gap. I don't know if I should also leave that gap in the design, or if I should just extrude it towards this gap as well. Closing the gap would be better for printability. Leaving the gap, trickier to print maybe. You could break it if you accidentally touch it in the wrong way, but it's more accurate. What to do? What to do? I'm not sure at the moment. I think this comes down to a test print and then see how structurally sound it is, how rigid this part is, or if it just flicks right away off the thing when you touch it. But for now, let's extrude. So since those two on the side here should be L profiles, styrene L profiles, I guess. They should be the same thickness on both sides of the L. So this is 0.5, not 1.5. 0.5. And I think I'll do this also 0.5. The surface. Okay. The rest of the L. LLL. Just a question if it's an equal L or not. If both sides are the same length or not. Let's see. Oop. Here in the scan, what does the scan tell us? Weird. Yeah, not that much. Could be 3.5. It could also be 3. Let's see with this picture though. Even the 3 looks too high. If I can measure something here. Five. So it appears to be equal. That the two sides are the same length. Which makes sense. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the length. What is it? 2. Okay, then we need them 2 as well. Oh, come on. So that means we need to extrude 2.5 because we have to account for this, for the wall thickness here as well. Okay. That looks nice. Okay. Okay. Let's do those 2 ribs. Those are not as high as the L profile. Let's make this 1.5. Oh, I missed something here. Let's quickly correct that. You should also extrude this tiny piece of surface. All right, there you go. Now we can do those 2 cylinder type thingies. They are a little higher than that, but not much, just a tad bit, at least the left one. The right one is kind of tilted. So we make those new bodies and not join it to the rest. That means we can now move them independently. First, let's place the fillets. Oh. What was that? Where did he go? What are you doing? What? Why is this a weird number? What was the width? Did I not? Oh, 1.75. Oh, okay. 1.75. Right, because of that. Let's make it 1.8. Is easier to manage. Okay. So there's that, and now we can rotate that a little bit. That should already do it. Oh. And move it. So that there's no weird overlap here. Yeah, okay, but now we have the overlap here. Oh, that's stupid. And we can squish this just a tiny bitty. Okay, we leave the other one as is. Right. Okay, quickly. This here. This merged. There you go. Two as well. Okay. And now this part down here. That looks a little bit too thick. 0.6 probably. No. We will make those parts new bodies for this. Of course, we need to tilt it a little bit, because down here it's lying on the panel, and up here it's lying on this extruded surface here, so it's not completely level on the main panel here. So there will also be a little gap underneath this part, but maybe we can put some support structure here. That printability will be better, that we do not see it. We'll see. Let's first design it and then we'll see. Oh, what was it? I forgot again. The width of that thing, I didn't even give it a measurement, a dimension. Let's do that real quick. It's 1 millimeter. Okay. That means 0.5 it is. The fillets on there. There you go. That. This needs to be a little thicker because the intersection of those two parts is a little more towards the middle, and this is pretty much on the edge here. So let's see. What do we have? 1.6, 1.6, 1.75. No, still a little more. At 8. Oops, that's the wrong one. 0.9. Oh, that's okay. Okay. The mounting point 0.3. Alright, I need to merge those then. MMM. Go. Those two. Wait. How much do we do here? 1.3? 0.3, yes. Let's do the same over here. It was 0.3, so it's 0.6 for those two. Okay, now we have everything extruded so we can hide the sketch. Then we can see a little clearer here. I need to make this part a little longer so that it intersects correctly with this one. There should also be some fillets around here on the back. Let's make it 0.5 as we did on the other one. Okay, this is that. Now we can combine all those parts here. So now it's a single part, and then we can tilt it. Just need to find the best point. And actually, I think I think I need to, or well, I don't know how this part looks on the other side. I mean, if it's cut just in half or if it's fully molded on the backside as well. I can't really see that here. But that would make a difference. But I don't know. Can't see it here either. It could be molded on the backside as well, properly, and not just being flat. The other hand doesn't look like it here. I'm not sure. Let's leave it like that and rotate it around this axis. Hello? Why? I want to utilize this edge here. Why can't I grab it? Damn it. This one, yes. Yep. 5 degrees. That's okay. Let's leave a little intersection here. No. Is this still intersecting or? No, there's a little gap. But that shouldn't be a problem. That is quite small. But now we can make this a little bit thicker. Oh. So now it intersects nicely everywhere, I guess. Is it? Oh no, there's still a little gap, so we need to, yeah, 300ths more. Let's make it 4.9 should be alrighty. Okay, now it's intersecting completely. So then we have no gap behind this part here and it can print properly. These are always the kinds of things that you have to compromise. Do you want full blown out accuracy or better printability? And for small parts like this, I always go for printability, because what brings the accuracy when it can't be printed and then you don't see the part at all. So, and you will not see in the finished part, because this will be like maybe like this, and on your screen maybe a little bigger depending on what screen you have. This part is tiny, so you don't see if I filled up this gap or not. You will not see that. So this is that, and I want to make some little fillets here. What is 0.2? Okay. But no, this is too short, is it? Yeah. Because I made this thicker than I thought it would be. I need to make this a little longer, that they end at the same level here and above here. Oh, let's quickly do that. Was it 0.9? So we have 5.25 plus 9. 14.25. Oh, no. That was the wrong one. I want this here. Oh. Wait. What? Wait a minute. 0.9, not 9. Oh. Yeah, it's late. 5.25 plus 0.9 makes 6.15. And it should be a little longer than the diameter of the ring. So we do 6.3. No. Wait. That's stupid. Let's do this and now 6.3. Oh. Boy. Again, there you go. Wait, something's not right. I made this symmetric, didn't I, to this one? Yes. And this is on the middle line? Then why is it so weird? Oh, did I miss something at the extrusion? Oh, I probably missed this thing down here. This little section here is its own surface. I probably did not click that one. Seems to be. Where are you? This one. Oh, there it is. Missing. Yeah. Weird things. That's alright. That's alright. This is not working for some reason. Oh, okay. Lost the edge reference. Let's give it the reference back and there you go. Let fusion work a little bit. And then wait a little bit. Come on, we're so close. No, it looks like it should. Okay. Okay. Protrudes a little bit down here. That's okay. All right. So for now we have this little gap here. I want to leave it like that for now. And then if I have to adjust it, I can just click on the surface and extrude it. Oh, I just saw this little thing here sticking out here, so that's when I move this cylinder part. Well, let's delete that real quick, clean that up. Okay. And there we go. No, I'm good with that. All right. Let's save, and then that's it for today's stream, guys. Save. All right, did quite some progress today. It doesn't look that much, but it's definitely more than in like was the session before the last one. It was like basically no real progress. It was fiddling around to get these base shapes correct, back and forth 1,000 times. It was not that fun. That was way more fun when you see the progression on screen and you see what you did at the day. That's great. That's way better. It's way more satisfying. And yeah, we will probably continue with the details inside here in the cutout, because everything should be correct now in terms of proportions, sizes and stuff, location. So I think we can place those inside here and then be done with that. And then we move slowly towards the front maybe, or maybe we do the upper layer here first with the panel lines and the chips up on top here and stuff. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how I feel, what I feel having more fun doing then. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. Have a nice rest of the evening, or nice Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. And yeah, I'll see you at the next one. Should be next week, Thursday as well. I don't know if you have any other plans, but should be. But I'll let you know. So take care. Bye bye.